Okay, welcome everyone. Good to see you. Let's take a moment and feel your feet on the floor. Feel a sense of connection with the earth. Take a nice breath in. Exhale through the mouth, letting go of any stress and tension you might have built up during the day. And letting yourself arrive into this moment. Good. And then slowly, let's start to bring our awareness to our palms. And let's gather some energy from the earth, from nature, from the sky above, and let's wash it down the front of the body. Releasing stress, releasing tension down into the earth. And again, gathering from earth, nature, and sky, washing it down the back of the body. Head, neck, shoulders, spine, all the way down the back. And one more time, right through the center of the body, cleansing and clearing any sense of tension, of stress. And then bring your hands up in prayer position or rest them on your heart. And let's take a moment to set an intention. What would best honor yourself today as you breathe? What's going to be in your highest good today? Great. 3 more nice deep breaths. Right. And then slowly let the hands come down. Let's begin to do a little bit of joint opening today. So let's bring one hand on top of the other and begin to spin the hands. And as you do, start to flex the wrist and see how much activation you get into your fingers. Start to get some more energy flowing through the hands. And really getting some nice support for any arthritis issues, any tendonitis, any carpal tunnel. And then spin it the other way. Good. And then slow that down and then make a fist. Open the hands as you throw them down. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. A little bit of throwing chi here. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Final time. Good. And now let's interlace the fingers. And we're going to lift the elbow on the left side. Bring your left hip forward and then drop it down. Lift the right elbow, bring the hip forward and drop it down. So you're going to move from your lower body, from your center of your body, from your hips. And so the arm lifts and then the hip moves. And then the arm lifts and then that hip moves. And you're starting to loosen up the spine and the shoulders by moving from your center. In fact, that's the name of the exercise. Move from the center. Lift, pull the hip forward. Lift, pull the other hip forward. Let's start to break up any tension in the spine and the hips and the shoulders. Getting those elbows up. We Canadians like our elbows up here. Good. And one more on each side. And now I'm going to invite you to lift the elbow and pull the hip back. Let's go the other way. So the elbow comes up, we pull the hip back, and then it drops down. So you're not leading with your elbows, lead with your hips. Get some nice opening. Good. Lift the elbow, pull the hip back. Lift the other elbow, pull the hip back. Breathing at your own pace. One more on each side. Good. All right. And then let the hands drop down. And let's do a little bit of spinal cord breathing. Let's inhale, open the chest. Exhale, collapse the chest. Inhale, open. Exhale, collapse. Moving the chi through the torso. Good. Good. And inhale. Exhale. Two more. Yes. Ooh, excuse me. All right. Then come back down. Ooh. Ooh, Lord, excuse me. Obviously something opened up. So let's do a little loosening up of the waistline. So I'm going to invite you to turn your left foot out, let your right foot stay facing forward, and create a little diamond with index fingers and thumbs, and point them, the thumbs at the navel, and we're going to make a circle starting by going to the left, and you're going to match that movement in your waist. So this is a little bit of twisting and winding the belt vessel to open up the lower back. And you decide, it can be small movements, or if you're feeling a little flexible, you can make it a bigger, like a big hula hoop going around your waist. Loosening up all sides of the waistline. And getting movement into those hips. Helps to stretch even a little bit of stretching a little bit in the legs. Good. Great. A few more. And then slow it down. And let's bring the left foot so it points to the screen. Turn your right foot out to a slight angle. Starting by going to the right, let's circle the energy the other way. Good. Going around and around the waist. So your hands are moving, but also get a sense of the energy, like there's a pearl going in the front, to the left, to the back, to the right. From the front, left, back, right. It's kind of swirling around at the waistline. Just above the hips. Loosening up and opening up more flow here. Let's do a few more of these. Good, and let's begin to slow that down. Slow that down. And pause, bring your feet a little bit closer together. Bring your hands to your knees, and let's do a few knee circles. Joints are really big areas where energy can get blocked. That's why they get so painful and uncomfortable at times. So we want to just give a little bit of focus to loosening them up. And whatever direction you're spinning, let's try it the other way. Good. And then coming back up, we'll do one more thing. We're going to work with the ankles. So you're going to come up on the toes on one side. And if you can bring your hands to your side, like you have two pet tigers to support yourself, give yourself. Now, if you want to really challenge yourself, you bring it up in the air and just kind of circle. Or if you want to keep it down and just circle, and that's going to add the knee, get the hip going a little bit. So just kind of play with it. So you can play with this, or you can work with your balance a little bit and just kind of do it in the air. Whatever, do a little bit of both maybe. Just kind of see how that works for you. And then let's try spinning it the other way. Maybe the foot's on the ground. You can try it in the air. A little bit more focus on the ankle. That way. This gets the whole leg. Good. And then slow that down. And let that be your stabilizing leg and move to the other side. Up on the toes and circle. And once again, feel free to play with that in the air. Just focus on circling that ankle, loosening it up a little bit more. Maybe bringing it back down, do a few more. Maybe back up. All right, and then try it the other way. Good. Just kind of get a sense of working different muscles by sometimes in the air, sometimes on the ground. It really works with that, strengthens that stabilizing muscles in the opposite leg. All right, very good. And then bring your feet back out to about shoulder width. Bring your hands in front of the heart. Let's do a little bit of heart to sky. Let's breathe in. And then hands to the chest, thumbs into the breastbone. Exhale. A very opening movement. Inhale for the heart. And this is a more humble movement. Contemplative movement. Inhale up. Exhale down. It's a little bit like spinal cord breathing, but we open the arms to the side and then we bring them into the center. So it's really about the heart, opening the chest and then collapse the chest. Good. One more time. Great. And then let the hands drop down to your legs. Let's do a little bit of tiger exercise. We haven't done this one in probably a year. So we need our tiger claws. And we're going to use that to gather up all the tension that may be in the body with your magic claws. They can pull it out of the body. Now we're going to exhale through the mouth as we squat down. Inhale, roll up the spine. Exhale. And of course, modify this as you need to. Inhale. Maybe it's not as deep a squat. Good. Gathering up all the tension in our claws. Release it. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Great. Inhale. Two more. Last one. Here we go. Good. And then we come up and we cross the wrist. We still have our claws. We give our best tiger growl. And again. Third time. There we go. That'll clear out your space. Good. Just take a moment and breathe now. Just get a sense of your body now that we've kind of really got all the different bones working here. Starting to get them going. Oh, that sneeze activated something. Excuse me. And let's take that into swimming dragon. So we'll do an upper and lower body exercise. So take a little bit wider stance than your shoulders. Bring your hands to your chest. And we're going to shift our weight to the right. Bring your hands to the right. Turn your head to the left. And then come back to the center. Shift your weight to the left. Look to the right. Come back to the center. So we'll shift and look away. Come back. Shift, look away. Good. shift, look away. And shift, look away. Stretch and relax. Stretch the other way. Getting that neck going as well because we turn in the opposite direction. Loosening up the upper back and shoulders, starting to get more into the muscles. As we stretch the arms and work the legs. 2 more each direction. Here we go. Right. Now go to the left, look to the right. 1 more time. Each side. And then come back to the center. And let's start to get the spine moving a little bit. Let's see if we can gently kind of rock and sway here, getting a little bit of loosening up in the spine. Feel free to play with this right at one level. If you want to challenge yourself, you can go a little deeper. Come back up. Like a little flame rising up. And then let the hands slowly start to come up to the level of the head. See if you can get a bit more energy into the neck and the shoulders. Slowly lift it above the head. The movements start to get smaller until you get all the way above your head and then make it a full body stretch. Good. And then slowly come back down. Let's do another heart to sky. Inhale. Exhale. Thumbs into the breastbone, which will help to calm the heart. Inhale. Exhale. Great. Breathing in. Open. Look up. Chest out. Exhale. Collapse the chest. Bow. And final time. Inhale. And exhale. All right. Let's do our swimming dragon one more time. We're going to, and if you'd like, we can add a little sink in the center. So we'll start the same way. We'll shift to the right, look to the left, and if you want, just come back to center or drop down and rise up on the other side. You can drop down, rise up on the other side, or just do like we did before. Come through the center and shift. So just kind of play with that. What works best for you? Work your own level of breath. And just get a sense of stretching. Can you maximize that stretch with the arms? How much can you turn the head without overdoing it? How much can you shift the weight over? Just start to see how you can maximize the stretch for your body with your situation going on, whatever you're dealing with. How do you best support yourself? Good. And 2 more to each side. And then come back to the center. And let's just have a moment just to hold the posture before we do our swimming. Just drop your tailbone for a moment. Let your crown reach up, drop your tailbone, really get that spine nice and long. Bend the knees. Let's just have a moment. Almost like a high level squat. The knees are bent, but you're not going way down. You're going a little bit higher. And just have a moment just to be with that nice long spine. Good. Now let's bring some flexibility to that spine with our swimming. Loosen it up. Get that lateral flexion of the spine starting to really open up a little bit. Play with levels if you like. You can stay at this level, but say, oh, I'm focusing on my lower back. Then I'm going to focus on my mid back. Then I'm going to focus on my upper back. And then I'm going to focus on my neck. And just start to bring your awareness to these areas so you don't even have to work with levels. Just work with your awareness. And let's slowly start to bring the hands up the midline, like a flame rising up. Like a serpent rising up. And then hands come above the head, and once again, big full body stretch. Good, and this time let the arms go out to the side. All right. Bring your feet in a little bit. Let's do a little shake here. Let's do a trembling horse. Let's shake those wrists. Get those elbows going. Shake the shoulders and then whoa, shake it down your body. Inhale from your fingertips to your shoulders. Exhale. Whoa. See if you really get those Elvis legs going up and then loosening up, shaking loose. Inhale. A few more. Last couple. And final time. Good. And have a moment just to feel that vibration in your body. Feel how that helps to loosen up more tension. Good. And then let your feet come a little bit closer together again. And let's begin to bounce. Let's shake loose from the bones. Any tension that still remains from the ankles and toes and feet all the way up through the body to the crown of the head. Letting go. One more big breath. And pause. Let's do a little bit of bouncing here. So let's breathe in and rise up on your toes. Bounce on your toes. And then drop down. Inhale, rise up on the toes. Realigning the whole skeletal structure and then release it. Good. One more time. Inhale. This is called stacking the bones, like a rocket shooting into the air, and then release. Let's do one more round of bouncing here. So shaking loose. Where are you still holding tension? Those areas of focus usually are the jaw, back of the head, neck area, the shoulders, maybe in the hands, maybe the lower back, maybe the hips and the pelvis. Even though you're quite active with your legs, can you relax into the legs? Can you invite any tension just to drain out of you, out of your fingers, down your body, out of your tip of your spine, down through your feet, out of your feet and toes. Whew. Good. One more deep breath. Whew. And pause. Let's take another breath in and rise up, stacking our bones again, and release. Good. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, release. And one more time. Inhale. Exhale. And just have a moment just to be. Be with that moving energy, that vibration. You might feel it a lot in the hands. You might even feel it in your arms. Maybe you feel it in your chest, your neck, the head. If you really feel it subtle, it might be in the waist, hips. Just breathe here and think that this energy is moving again, being supported. Good. Let's step back out to shoulder width. Let's step back out here. I'm actually going to come forward because we're going to do a version of pulling down the heavens that goes 6 directions. So let's breathe in and lift your arms until they get to shoulder level. Now turn to your left. So now you got your one hand in front, one hand behind. And now let's inhale, bring the hands above the head as we turn back to face. Exhale, let it flow down, all the way down towards the earth. Good. Let's inhale. Up to shoulders, turn to the right this time. Got one hand in front, one hand behind. Inhale, lift the hands above the head. Exhale, let's wash it down through the body. Good. Front, back, and inside, all at the same time. So we inhale, lift. Exhale, we twist. Inhale, we lift some more. Exhale, we let them drop down. Good. All the way down to your feet. So as we inhale, we got left and right. There's two directions. And then we twist to the right and have them front and back. There's two more directions. Inhale, let's lift up. There's the fifth direction. Exhale, coming down. There's the sixth and final direction. The 6 directions for this exercise. And a few more of these. Inhale. Exhale, twist. Inhale, lift. Exhale, let it flow down through the body. Front, back, inside. Good. And again, inhale. Turn. Exhale. Inhale, lift. Exhale, we'll drop down through the body. All right, here we go. A couple more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Breathing in. Turn. Exhale. Inhale. Let's lift. Exhale. Let's drop. And I said a couple more, I mean to each side. So we'll finish up one more turning to the left. Exhale. Inhale. Lift. Exhale. Right down. Bringing all that energy through the body and down through your feet. And one more time to the right. Inhale. Exhale as we twist to the right and lift up. Inhale. Exhale. Let it flow back down, all the way down into the earth. And then slowly bring your hands and pretend like you're holding a ball of light. Press and pull and press and pull, and just see if you can get a sense of this. Good. Let's place that right here at the navel. And breathe in and out through the nose. And see if you can feel a little bit of expansion. That ball of energy going into what we call the danchen and helping to fill this area. Let it expand on the inhalation and relax on the exhalation. Good. Good, great. And let's do the same to the side. Hands to the side. Push in a little bit. See if you can push your hands out as you inhale and then re-engage them to on the exhalation. Starting to open up the chi here in the chi belt. Good. Few more. Nice deep breaths in and out through the nose. And let's activate the kidneys. Bring your hands to your lower back, either the palms or the backs of the hands, whichever feel best for you. Take a breath in and do a little pelvic drop the tailbone, little rock there. Exhale, let it roll back into place. We've done this quite a few times. Just get a sense of opening up the back part of the diaphragm, but also, in this case, helping the kidneys and opening the back part of this energetic line that's all around the waist, known as the belt vessel. And we're going to work with that in a moment for an exercise, but we're just opening it up right now. So we inhale, we drop the tailbone, exhale, let it roll back into place. Good, and one more time. And give your hands a little rub, little kidneys a little rub. Great. And we're going to start to work with not only the belt vessel, but there's rings of energy that go through all the body. And these are protective fields of energy. And we're going to create an energetic force field around our body to support ourselves. So to do that, we're going to create a little diamond with index finger and thumbs. And the thumbs are going to point towards the navel. And what we're going to do is we're going to move the hips to simulate this movement at the same time we're moving our hands. So we're going to begin by going from our navel down towards the earth. So that means we're going to go clockwise. So I'm going to describe it. It's going to look backwards as I describe it. So clockwise means we're going to extend the arms a little bit and then bring them over to the left, bring them back into the body, and bring them over to the right. So there's a clockwise rotation. And match that movement with your waist. And imagine there's a hula hoop going around yourself right here at the level of your waist. And we're going to open up this flow a little bit. And that can be, and as we start to do this, get a sense of that not only on the body, but it starts to spread out, starting to fill the space at that level. So this hula hoop is expanding out as we focus here. From the front to the right, to the back, to the left. From the front to the right, to the back, to the, or front to the left, to the back, to the right. I'm doing it on my body too. Front, left, back, right. Front, left, back, right. That's counterclockwise. Good. And then imagine that circle, almost like there's a pearl of light that's circling around, creating this hula hoop. That drops down to the level of your hips. And we're going to imagine the circle going around the level of the hips now. And by moving the hips, it gives a little bit more activation, a little bit more support. Good. Front, left, back, right. Front, left, back, right. And then imagine that circle getting nice and strong and solid there at the level of hips. Now it moves down to the level of the knees. Down to the level of the knees. Circling around, so it's around both knees. Around both knees. Not individually, but together, collectively. And breathe at your own pace, in and out through the nose, tongue's on the upper palate. We've loosened up these joints so they're ready to receive some more chi. And then let's go down to the level of the ankles. We physically can't get down there with our hands, but we're going to imagine we're down there making circles around the ankles. And those circles begin to spread out, going out a few meters in all directions. And then moving down even further, down to the level of the floor, at the base of the feet. So like you're drawing circles on the floor beneath you, right around your feet. Good, and now let's imagine it goes a meter, or for my mommy, a yard, down into the earth. 3 feet. And that's going to go down into the earthly transpersonal points, the energies of the earth. And then let's slow this down. Slow this down. Let's just pause for a moment. Feel free to drop your hands and just focus on that ring in the earth, about a meter beneath your feet, 3 feet beneath your feet. Just kind of circling in that counterclockwise direction, connecting with the beautiful energies of the earth, the energies that help sustain us, the energies that are more yin in nature, that nurture us and nourish us. And then bring your hands back into that mudra, thumbs pointing towards the navel, index fingers touching and extending out. And now we're going to begin that circle the other way. So now we're going to go from the left to the front, to the right, to the back, clockwise, still at that same level, balancing out the yin from the earth, now the yang as we move more upward. Actually, the yang was going downward as we spiraled down. Now we're bringing the yin up. That's a better way to describe it. And then slowly bring that up to the level of the floor. We'll make some circles here. Imagine, beautiful. And those spreading out to create a nice protective field of energy around you from pathogens and other people's energy. Yeah, it's October, almost November, cold and flu season. We want to make sure we have a nice strong energy field here. And then bring that up to the level of the ankles. Circling around at the level of the ankles. Round and around. Good. And then let's come up to the level of the knees. Bouncing out with the other direction that we did earlier. Bring a sense of harmony to your foundation, to the legs. As you breathe, feel free to close your eyes on this exercise and really bring your awareness to these areas. And now we're coming back up to the hips, which is also the level of the perineum, the pelvic floor, the root chakra. So if you're familiar with the chakras, we can work through the chakras as well. And then we'll move back up to the waist, balancing out that energy with our clockwise rotation. That's the second chakra, from the navel to the Mingmen, the area direct behind the navel on the spine. And then let's move up to the solar plexus. And you can let your hands come up to that level if you'd like. If that's tiring, feel free to keep them down. And let's move through that third chakra. This is our yellow court, where we hold our toxic emotions, also our power center. So we want to clear out any tension and toxicity so we can have our full power. And then up to the heart, circling around, creating this nice force field at the level of the heart. Smile to your heart, the fourth chakra. Getting some nice energy moving in front of the heart, behind the heart, left and right side of the heart, spreading out love and peace and joy out from your heart. And then up to your throat. Let's open up that communication center. Front, right, back, left, clockwise rotation. And then let's move up to the third, or the third eye, which is the sixth chakra, intuition center. Get that intuition going. And then crown of the head. All right. And then all the way, we can't reach that high, but a meter above your head. Opening up what we call the heavenly transpersonal chakras, the chakras out of the body. And then feel free to let your hands drop and just visualize that spinning above you. Take a few nice deep breaths. Sense of honoring yourself. Good. That higher self. And then create our mudra again. You can leave them down at the waist, or if you want, you can bring them up here. And now let's go that counterclockwise again. Front, left, back, right. Good. And then down to the crown of the head, opening up to our seventh chakra, our connection with the divine, however you view that. Third eye, right here at the forehead, sixth chakra, moving down to our throat center. Good. Down to the level of the heart. Back to the solar plexus. And let's finish where we started. Back to the waist. And then slow that down and just rest one hand on top of the other at the navel. Take some deep breaths and get a sense of all this energy all around you, spreading out at different levels, bringing you a sense of harmony and support and peace and strength. Like a force field, someone can't get in now. It's nice and strong. Good. And imagine that energy that's not needed now coming into this area beneath your hands, filling you up as you breathe, and that energy coalescing into a ball, and that ball compressing to the size of a pearl. Take some nice deep breaths into this area and get a sense of a pearl forming beneath your hands. See that pearl drop down to your pelvic floor and release the hands. And now let's inhale and bring it up through all the vertebrae of the spine. Exhale, let it come right down the midline of the front, inside the body. Guan, Gong, strokes beard. Inhale up, exhale down, tongues on the upper palate so the pearl doesn't escape. Inhale up, exhale down. Breathing up the spine, exhale down the front. Good. Three more. And final time. Bring that pearl back to the navel. Let it rest here. Pause and breathe. And then hands can come down. And we'll finish with a little bit of golden ball. So let's breathe in and create a golden ball. Exhale, lift it up. Inhale, make it big. Exhale, make it small. Inhale, bring it close. Exhale, push it away. Inhale, press it down. Exhale, release. Good. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in. Breathing out. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Let's create a ball. Lift it up. Make it big. Make it small. Bring it close. Push it away. Press it down. And release it. And final time. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And bring it in. Push it away. Press it down. And release. Good. Let your feet come closer together. Bring your hands to the navel. Take some nice deep breaths in and out through the nose, letting that energy settle in the lower Danchen. And let's lock that in with 9 rotations in one direction. And reverse it for 9 more. And then rub those hands, generate a little bit of heat. Cup them over your eyes or over your glasses, soak that in. Imagine it going all the way in the brain and then exhale it down the spine to join the energy at the Danchen at the waist. Good. One more deep breath. And a little wash of the face, up the center, down over the ears. And a little tap of the forehead, crown of the head, side, back of the head, back of the neck. Come down to the shoulder and tap down the arm. Come up the back. Let's do that one more time. Come across to the other arm. Get a sense of really helping the lymph. And one more time. A little tap of the underarm down the side of the body. Do that a couple of times. And say hello to the heart and lungs and the digestive organs as you go up your right side, across the top, down your left, following the digestive tract, up the right, across the top of the abdomen, down the left, and one more time. I'll say hello to the sea of Qi beneath the navel. Come around that Qi belt again and say hello to the kidneys. And let's do a little tap of the legs, down the outer legs, around the feet and toes, up the inner legs, around the waist, one more time. Right here at leg gates and the pelvis, stimulate our sea of Qi one more time. Good. And then just for a moment, just feel your energy. Breathe in and out through the nose. Get a sense of the energy flowing through you. The connection you have with the earth, the sky, the force fields around you to keep you strong. Good. And then rub your hands. Get them warm and brace them on your heart and say thank you to yourself for all that you did today and all you're doing each and every day to give yourself a nice, supportive, healthy, and strong in body and environment. Good. Thank you, everyone. Let's use our last 10 minutes to do a little meditation. So feel free to sit or lie down and we will do a little meditation. Of finding that nice, comfortable position for yourself. Take a few nice deep breaths in and out through the nose, tongues on the upper palate once again. And breathe. And as you breathe, start to notice that in the center of your body, the very center of your body, there's a beautiful core of light here. Beautiful, vibrant, white light flowing from the crown of your head all the way down to your pelvic floor. And even beyond, it even goes outside of above the head and down below the pelvic floor into the earth. But we can just focus on the part in the body. And just get a sense that as you breathe, it becomes stronger as you inhale. And as you exhale, it starts to pulsate a little bit. Inhale and exhale. This center core of light getting more and more vibrant with each one of your breaths. Filling more with the inhale and pulsating, getting stronger more on the exhale. See this core of light getting really strong and starting to send out vibrant color from this core to help nourish your organs. And first will be the white light that we already see or we're already intending if we're not visual. And imagine white light coming out of the center core to harmonize your lungs, helping your sinuses, clearing out any congestion, helping your skin be more vibrant, more supportive, more protective, helping your colon work better, all the areas of the metal element. Getting more vibrant with this beautiful white color beginning to fill you up. And see that continue to fill as another color begins to flow out of this center core. And this is blue light, and that's directed at your kidneys. It's almost like a watery blue color filling up and supporting your kidneys. See how that light also gives support to the bladder. See how it gives support to the bones, the whole skeleton. How it gives support as blue light flows in to give more harmony to your hearing in your ears and your brain, bringing more vibrancy and supporting your thinking and the functioning of the brain. All this blue light helping all these areas and the reproductive organs as well. See this color continue to flow and harmonize those organs, and then back to that center core, and just notice that another color is resonating out, and this is green, and that's directed at your liver, bringing more vibrancy to your liver, to the gallbladder, even if it's not physically in the body, energetically supporting the gallbladder, helping them function better, helping to calm all your nerves as they turn a beautiful green, helping all your tendons be more supple, to help increase the strength that supports the bones and the muscles, the tendons becoming green, and the beautiful energy going into the sense organ of your eyes, harmonizing any issues with the eyes, optic nerves, visual cortex, radius, not radius, retina, retina, supporting the functioning of your eyes and your eyesight. Healing color, helping all these function better. Letting that continue and see that there's now a red or even a pink color flowing out of that center core, and that's directed at your heart. If it feels better to have pink, let it be pink. Let it flow through the heart, but also through all of the circulatory system, helping your blood, helping your small intestine, the partner of the heart, all the energies of the fire element. Bring more vibrancy to the energy here with that red or pink color. And finally, one last color starting to flow out of this center core. And this is the color of golden yellow that goes to the spleen on the left side of the. You don't have to know where the organs are, just trust it goes there. Spleen's more on the left side of the abdomen, helping your stomach, more in the center, helping the pancreas, more below that, helping all your muscles turn a golden color, helping your lymphatic system. Good. Working with the whole sense of digestion, including this, like the esophagus, the tongue, the mouth, and all these colors really beginning to support all these elements and organs and systems. The earth element with that golden light, the fire element with that red or pink light, the wood element with the green light, the water element with that blue light, and that metal element with the white light. And see all these organs charging up with their colors and bursting out beyond the colors, beyond the spaces of the organs and systems and areas of the body, and expanding out into this very effervescent white light that fills all the way into your cells, all the way into your tissues, from the bottom of the feet to the top of the head to the tips of your fingers. A healing, luminous light, translucent light that just kind of fills you up and begins to go beyond the body, feeling into these areas around us known as Wei Qi, spreading out beyond the skin and going about a couple meters in all directions, creating a nice strong bubble of energy to support the rings of energy already around us, bringing more and more vibrancy to the body, both inside and out. Getting strong and vibrant with each breath. And then slowly bring your awareness back to your navel. And locking that in with 3 little rubs of the belly, symbolically locking it in, and 3 more in the other direction. And just slowly beginning to open your eyes, taking in the environment around you. Feel free to move your body and however you need to support the transition to the rest of your day. Good. And I want to thank you all for coming. Thanks so, so much.